Now, the conventional wisdom is that if a child comes from a poor background, or if they don't speak English well, or make up any other rationale you want, then we can't expect as much of them. We suggest that we turn that thinking on its head. Regardless of the student's background, each one of those students has the potential to be absolutely magnificent, to be able to achieve at very high levels. The burden certainly on the adults is different if you have a child that's more ready than one that's less ready. But the potential that each child has, we suggest, remains the same. And that we, the adults, parents, educators, the larger community, our function ought to be how do we create school systems and support the educators so that they can help every student move along. Now, if you're having some difficulty accepting what I just proposed, this notion that the child's background should make a difference, just ask yourself, imagine if you have a group of students, all right? Imagine I have a group of students within the fingers of my hands. And then imagine a scale, a vertical scale of success or accomplishment. And I will allow you to define success or accomplishment any way you want. It could be test scores, it could be their behavior, it could be graduation rate, it could be critical thinking. It's up to you to define success or accomplishment as you see fit. So for this group of students, is it possible or is it not for one teacher to get these students to this level of success or accomplishment, and a different teacher to get the same students to a higher level? And the answer has to be yes. Can a third teacher drop those students below their starting point? The answer to that is yes also. So if you have three different teachers who are getting different results with the same students, we suggest that it is not the students. And it all goes back to our notion of adult practices, that ultimately how far the students go in their growth and learning is a function of how far the adults have mastered their own craft in teaching the students in front of them. We're not suggesting it's easy. What we are suggesting, though, is that when we look at the data that we produce, whether it's data about student behavior or student performance on a state test or local test, what the data is telling us is not just about the kids. In fact, we are suggesting that the data reflects more about how effective we are as adults at that point in time. And it's our level of effectiveness that's capping how far the students have come at that point in time.